Okay, so good evening, everybody. This is Dr. Samir Chaukkar, and I am speaking from Mumbai, India, and I am the Dean of Dr. Batra's Academy. And I've been teaching nationally and internationally for the last 29 years approximately. And I've been practicing classical homeopathy since last many years. But recently, since last maybe 3 to 4 years, I have slightly altered the way we understand our repertory, and I came across a lot of metaphoric rubrics in our repertory and tried to understand their deeper meanings, and tried also to apply it in my regular practice, and found good results in my practice with the use of the metaphoric rubrics. And therefore I thought I would share a little bit of my experience with you all. So let us start with today's session. That's why I've called it Deciphering Metaphors in our repertory. So let us talk about what are metaphors and what are the metaphoric rubrics in our repertory. I hope I'm audible and visible to you all. There is a chat box here and you can actually line, and that is the metaphor. So in our repertory, we see that there are a lot of metaphors which have been kept there for many, many years, and we don't seem to use them, or maybe use them in a limited way. So I went through all these rubrics, tried to find out their metaphoric meanings, tried to go into the source books like Kent, like Herring, like Allen's. These source books, when we go through even Hahnemann's Chronic Disease and Hahnemann's Materia Medica Pura, and when I went through the source books, I tried to find out what is the exact meaning of this metaphor, and why did our source authors, or why did our masters of homeopathy use these rubrics, which are metaphoric rubrics, in our repertory, and why in the mental section, why in the mind section. For example, I'll give you just one simple example: biting the tumbler. Now, biting the tumbler, normally we would think that it should either come in the mouth or the teeth section, because biting is there, right? But still, biting the tumbler is found in the mind section. So why would Kent, why would other stalwarts use such a rubric, which we normally think, has to be in the physicals? It has come in the mental aspect of the repertory. So that's what we are going to investigate, and that's what we are going to look at. Okay. Now, what common metaphors we saw in our daily speech. Let's just look at what are the metaphors in our repertory. One of the commonest rubrics that we use in our repertory is carried, desire to be carried. Now, this carried, desire to be carried, we normally use as far as our Sina is concerned, while our chamomilla is concerned, these babies physically carrying by the mother or the father or any grandmother. But carried goes, the meaning of carried, desires to be carried, goes much beyond the infant and the toddler, which we tend to pick up, and when the child is crying, we tend to pick up and carry him. But the meaning of this rubric goes much beyond. Another rubric which we commonly use is light, desire for, because we always think of light as the electricity or the bulb or the tube light or the light that we use in our rooms in order to give us light. So that's why we use light, desire for. Another rubric is light, shuns. Fourth rubric is bed, desire to remain in the bed. Now this could be taken directly, of course, directly the literal meaning as you like to be in the bed. But then also if you look at the metaphoric meaning of bed, bed also would mean a lot of things. So this is what we're going to learn today. Another is kill, desire to. Kill, the literal meaning is to kill somebody with a knife or kill somebody with a gun or whatever. But again, kill has a different manifestation as a rubric itself. Naked wants to be. All this time when we are learning Materia Medica, learning homeopathy, till many years in practice, I was thinking of this rubric, which is the main rubric for Hyosamus. We always thought that, okay, now this person, when he comes to me, he has to be naked, he has to remove his clothes in front of me, and then only I can give him Hyosamus. No, but that's not the thing. After going deeper into this metaphoric rubrics, we really don't need a person to remove his clothes. And yeah, if he's going to remove, maybe he's remove his shirt or remove his part of his shirt and show his skin problems to you, maybe you can take this rubric. But literal meaning or metaphoric meaning is totally different. So naked, which we are going to see, that naked also he wants to be in his thoughts, in his speech he wants to be naked, remember that.